Hello, my lovelies. I hope you've all been well. I know there was no midweek stream. I've been busy. But we're here now, and I think this might be. Well, we're gonna see. This could very well be the last sculpting stream. Not ever, but just for this project. And it won't be like the last handcam stream because I'll still probably stream while I paint them. And sew and do the rest of the work, but this might be... I want to see if I can get the final tiny bits of sculpting that I need to get done to finish these dolls off, and then everything can go get baked. Because 2 of these dolls are meant to be anniversary gifts. For me and Julia. Obviously they're not going to be done in time. But I'm working real hard. I got a little bit of work to do and they're taking a while, but I'm trying my best. Because our anniversary is in 5 days. So obviously they're not going to be done by then. But if I can get them done as soon as possible. I don't want to rush them and ruin them. But if I can get them done, I'll be happy. So let's switch. Angel, good morning. Happy time zones. This is what we've got so far that hasn't been baked yet. All this stuff is to go in the oven. I didn't get my clay out. I put it back in the drawer. We jamming with kind of lo-fi Toho music again. But this album I haven't played before on stream before. We've been constantly listening to a different album and there's multiple of these lo-fi albums. So I was like, oh, I know this song! Just thought, oh my god. I like it. I like Toho. Okay, I'll just take my headphones off while I reach for the clay. I don't think I'll need the magnets, but I'll grab them anyway. Put them over there. But I definitely did right to buy 2 of these. And not just, you know, not just buy 1 block, but I will still also have plenty left over, which is good. So what I need to make the ears. I meant to make the ears and attach them to the head and then bake them together, you know? But I forgot about the ears and I just baked the heads without the ears attached. So we're gonna have to make the ears separately and then super glue them on, hopefully that makes them stick. We've got a few little accessories to make. We're gonna make my crown, Julia's hat, my little brooch, Julia's little necklace. I am checking on the... Yes, and then ears for everyone. Ears for everyone, my crown and brooch, Julia's hat and necklace. And then, I also said I would make a tiny little sculpture to match Julia's doll of her cat, Lucius. So we're gonna try and make a little cat as well. We'll see how that goes. And then that's everything sculpted that I had planned that I needed to do. So I should probably grab the heads so I can make sure we'll do them in order that I've got them in my head, which is to do the ears first. Let's make yourselves a good little ball. Obviously when everything comes out of the oven they'll get the magnets glued in, and then I will put fabric around the bodies. I might do that off stream because I feel like it's going to be a lot of trial and error and figuring out what works. Because what I feel that people do is they kind of wrap some kind of fleece or felt or like wadding around the bodies to bulk them up, and then they kind of sew like a little suit, little bodysuit over the top in an actual colour that normally kind of like matches the skin tone. I don't have a load of skin tone felt. I don't know why I don't just buy some to combat that worry that I don't have enough. I just keep forgetting. But also I won't be able to get felt that matches exactly, you know? Obviously, normally people don't bother too much about trying to match whatever the body felt is, or the body fabric is, to the skin tone that they're painting the face, because normally these dolls don't have, one of the people made dolls like this. Oh, thank you for the look, Angel. They're normally making them to be like art dolls, right? Which these are as well. But normally when people make dolls like this, the clothing isn't meant to be removable, they just sew the clothing on. But I'm making myself, I'm making everything harder for myself. Because I want to make the clothing removable. Because I just think it would be nice and fun if we could actually dress them up. Okay, I think that's thick enough. Let's grab my little head first. Yeah, okay. I forgot on mine I was going to do little fangs. I don't know if I was planning on sculpting those or painting them on. I don't know what the plan was here. With the little teeths. Because if I paint them, I don't think they're going to be that noticeable, are they? Unless obviously I do an outline around them, but I wasn't going to do an outline around them. Oh, I didn't think about that. Also, I'm thinking, I'm like, oh yeah, well nothing on here is going to have an outline either. Are the eyes going to look weird without an outline? Or should I paint, like, black around the eyes? Other people I've seen make dolls like this just paint the eyes on or even kind of carve them out, but I didn't like how that looked. So I made little 3D ones that are going to get, that have been stuck on. You know, and then the mouth is going to get painted on, like, you know. Do the mouth on real faint, you can't see. Also, it's not meant to be that high up. I guess we'll see what happens. But obviously, if I paint them anything, once I've painted the skin on, if I paint anything black on there and do it wrong, I can't really paint over anything black to correct it, so maybe I should have had a test head. Well, anyway. How tall is the ear? Maybe about the same. I'm gonna draw it on. That's alright. Yeah, put you on my lap. Oh, is that looking too... that doesn't look way too small? I didn't realize how small it was going to be once it was... Oh. Well, it's the right shape, but... you think that's way too small? I think it's way too small. I don't know how big I was planning on them being. Do you think that's too small? Oh, I wasn't gonna have them be massive. I don't know if it looks okay. Or if you should come further down. Because normally you line up your ear when you draw it by where the nose is, but these aren't getting noses. So the top should kind of be where the top of the eyes are. I don't know if that looks strange to do. If it's all the way down here. Or if that looks cute. I don't know. I've kind of squashed it a bit out of shape and now it doesn't really have an earlobe anymore. Every time I squish it, it just keeps getting smaller and smaller. Make sure to make it bigger than I did the last time. How big? That feels like it's too big. Oh god, don't. Be free, yeah. There we go. There we go. That's better. just kind of squashed it out of shape again. It's kind of sticking out too far. Like, it's just kind of meant to go straight up was the idea. But I guess it's not sticking into. That would only work if it was sticking straight onto something flat, which it's not. Whoa, I'm dropping. Or it's starting to look like a little goblin here. Because it's sticking on at this angle that I didn't want it to. Making like an extension for the ear. I can't work out if this now looks too big. I don't know. What do you think, Julia? Too big? Does it look okay? I keep not knowing where to stick it. Because technically the top of your ear kind of comes in line with your eye. But it looks a bit weird to put like that down. I'm thinking like maybe there. It's such a shame that I baked the head first, because this is going to be so awkward to glue on. Okay, we'll do that. Now I'm just going to cut these out, like 3 more of them, the exact same shape. And not squish this one in the process. So ignore my head as I get right in. Oh, don't be stuck, don't be stuck, don't be stuck. little ears. I'm a little bat boy. One pair done.
Right, the other prints is the head's gonna be.
The heads aren't all the same shape. Can't see through my hair. Ah. Goodness. One. Come on. Ugh, okay, there we go. Okay. It's a little bit rough around the edges, but... Okay, let's see how those look. And second pair. Oh.
So now I need to grab. Oh, that means I forgot all of the. Oh no! no, while his head fell off. Oh no!
It's fine, they're not glued on yet. Okay, I'm gonna get Julia's, but I don't know if Twitch will complain. I have to cover her chest up. Because yes, you know, this thing sculpted on the chest, but because like, once I wrap the fabric round, there's gotta be shape there. But Twitch will probably tell me off if I remove my thumb, so we gotta be careful. Will I have anything I can cover up with? We'll just get a tissue. See? No one will know. Oh no, your head! Okay. See? Everything's fine. Okay, so basically it's the same basic ear size, it's just gonna be without the point. Why does that look wrong? Ah. I was gonna say. Okay. So I can use this as a template? Oh god, I just dropped the whole thing on. Okay, it's okay. So, hi Q, welcome in. Yeah, she's all wrapped up because she's feeling cold. That's what it is. So we'll just draw around that one. And then we'll just get rid of the point. We're just gonna look at it around instead. But I can definitely make a tiny blanket because I've got all this, probably what I'm going to use to wrap around. I have so much plush fabric, like, an insane amount of plush fabric that I bought for a project I never did. It's like a kind of plush fleece kind of thing. So I was probably going to use that to wrap around the body. I do also have this wool, but I didn't know it would work well for this. But I also didn't know whether to save it for the work cosplay that I want to make. I have this blue wool I bought ages ago to make this coat with that I never made the coat with. But now that I'm thinking of making an Over the Garden wool cosplay, I'm like, well, I could just use that fabric for work. But I know it is quite a few shades of blue too light. It's much more like closer to this kind of blue than like a dark kind of navy blue. I was just thinking I could save a bit of money and not have to buy new fabric, or I was probably just gonna go and like maybe like buy like a, I don't know, a coat and chop it up. What do we think? Do you think the ear's too big? Julie should have cute wool ears. What do you think? You think it's okay? Or does it look a little elephant ear like? It seems like it's a little big. Julie, what do you think? They're your ears. Would you like them to be smaller? Okay. Let's make another one then. I'm trying to hold it. I'm cutting by going like chop, 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 chop rather than one straight smooth cut, because if I do that it'll bend and squish the clay because it's too soft to be able to do that with. Oh no! Oh no, I dropped it. No! There you go. Yo, Liz! Hi, cat, welcome in. I should have made these ears before the heads got baked so that the ears could get baked on. Instead, the ears are going to have to be glued on after, because I forgot about the ears. Just need to make another pair. And then Wally needs ears. And then we can move on to accessories. Phew! Ah! Sorry, I couldn't. Ah! I tried to move to mute the microphone, but I couldn't get there fast enough. Ah! I'm tired. Doing okay. I'm really considering whether or not I should do like a black outline around the eyes, because I'm looking at the drawing, I'm like, the drawing's cute. I'm worried that it won't look as cute once it's translated onto here, unless I do a black outline. The dolls that I like looking at do have like a black outline, but those are ones like eyeliner essentially. But they didn't do 3D stick-on eyes, they just painted that directly onto the head. As long as I paint something black, I gotta commit, because there's no, like, really painting over black. Once it's on, it's kinda on. I don't really have a... I mean, I could make a spare eye and bake it, so I can have a little practice with it. I think it would look good doing the black outline, it's just gonna be so hard to do, unless I do it with like a fine liner instead of paint, because the paint is gonna be so hard to... Can you put a fine liner on this clay? I'm just gonna test it, because this is all gonna get covered up, so... Not really. Not really. This kind of comes out grey. Gonna get food? I thought you were already gonna get food. Did you not get food? Julia, get food. While Julia's getting food, I'm going to give her a shout out, because Julia, my lovely, lovely mod and lovely, lovely partner, is followers away from 150, which is her current goal. So if anyone doesn't already follow Juliet, it would be much appreciated if you did. I'm always in her streams.
Listen, it's just the theme song, okay? It's just the theme song.
Oh god. I can hear the fucking daycare music. No, now the daycare music from Security Breach will be stuck in my head.
I was clipping this later. You just clipped my little singing to this song? For this music? Oh my god. I want to, but I can't.
Well, obviously we found a way to clip it. Will I get 2 more ears out of this? I hope so. Because Wally's ears are the same shape. I think I will. If I'm... Yeah, we will. Yay. Okay. So that I can guarantee that they're all the same thickness. Hello, Valentine. Welcome in. Happy time zone. Hope your day and your week has been good. Trying to finish off the sculpting at the moment. As the title says, is accessories and a tiny cat. That's what I gotta do. You got food? That was quick. Hope you got good food. Sorry about how much of my head. Oh, it's cereal. Okay, that makes sense. I know I'm covering up most of the thing with my head, but I gotta get right in here so I don't slip with the knife. Come on out there. Come on out there. Isn't it? Oh gosh. Gosh. Okay. Come on. It's such a pain to cut. Oh no, it didn't go all the way through, did it? Just being me. Let's see how these go on. There we go. Your ears! And then the last one. Wally. I'm gonna feel like a bit too big for Wally. Wally's head's kind of smaller than everyone else's. It needs to be a bit smaller. To help compensate for the fact that his head is smaller than other people's. Yeah, that's better. I mean, the shape's gone a bit. Yeah. Everybody has ears now. So, next. Accessories. Let's mash all this back into a ball. I think these next two things I'm going to make are going to be the things that I struggle with the most. Let's see. don't know how to approach this. Okay. I've got a flat bottom. I'm gonna make a crown. I was like, I'll just make my sister laugh for the last step. Oh. Make these lines as sharp and straight as I can. Just gonna make it long and then I'll curl it around into a circle and then we'll see how much shorter I need to cut it and hopefully that kind of works. That's my hope anyway. I only know what I'm doing. She come with personality traits, so I told her that she had the personality of all 7 dwarves simultaneously. My head was twisted. Okay. My idea is then I can just curl it round and it'll make like a crown, right? Or the other way around though, so the... Here. And here. If I cut it too short, I will cry. God. Ah, I used to use my pinky finger. It might be working. Actually, I know those two aren't the same shade, but that's fine, because I'll just very gently cut against my finger. Works kinda. It's a little wonk, but you know what? Oh, be careful not to. That's not bad. I don't think that's bad. Thank you guys. Alright, which is the middle? This one. Needs the little gem on it. I'm sorry. You little qually. Which it'll kind of go like lopsided. But I'm happy with that. Aww. Let's try it on somewhere and see. Perfect. Everyone will get a turn wearing the crown. Kirby's just the closest thing I had to me. You can show it, you can model it for me. I'm chuffed with that. It did a thing, right. I need to make the little brooch. Which is a bit harder without the clothing maids, because like obviously I can't really scale it to the shirt, but I can give it a good guess. I don't know how I'm gonna do the scalloped edge. Maybe we won't. Maybe that's too much. I think the best way to do it is actually gonna be like how I just did the gem there. I kind of roll it up into a ball. And drop the ball. And can kind of squish it flat. That's way too big though. Let's try it again. Still too big. I look at the scale of it on my VTube model because it is quite small on my model, which is why I'm like, I don't think I'll be able to do that scalloped edge. Feels quite big. If it's gonna tuck underneath my shirt collar. Get over here. backing. And then we'll make a circle to go on top of it. Smaller. There's no way I'm going to be able to do the sculpt edge. It's so small now. You can't really see, it's like a little circle inside of a bigger circle. Looks a lot like an egg. But hopefully once it's painted it will look like an egg. Okay. So we can move on. I'll do Julie's little pendant while I'm at it. For most of the jewellery I'm going to try and actually use like metal, but for the stuff that isn't silver or gold, like Julie's got like a little green pendant, I will just, you know, we'll have to make it out of clay. Just stop sticking to my fingers. Just sit on the mat, please. There we go. A bit stuck. Stop sticking to my finger. Stop sticking to my finger. Ah! There we go, okay. I think that's all the little bits. Yes, okay. The one last thing is Julia's little hat. So let's wrap Julia back up. I don't want to get banned for doll boobs, for showing doll boobs on Twitch. Because I don't know how much volume the hair's gonna take up, which is a bit of a worry. And it's like, then why don't you leave the hat till the end? I'm like, because I kind of want to sculpt everything now. And paint everything all at once, you know? Obviously I'm gonna need more clay than that. So, let's get another chunk out. And I'm starting to run out of room to put stuff on this mat because I've been lining up all the stuff that needs to be baked. I should have really done that on a different surface, but what can you do? So we come back to the beginning of the playlist? Yeah. Let's go to the other one. The first one was like lo-fi remixes of Perfect Cherry Blossom. And this is remixes of Imperishable Night, I think. I think how I want to approach the hat. I should get a picture of Julia up. Trying to make just a nice smooth kind of ball first, but again, kind of I can't smooth that out anyway. Should just sit over like the whole head, huh? Oh no, Julia head. Should I just work on it this way? Maybe that's easier than having to cover the body up. So which one are we gonna make? How are we gonna do this? I think do the brim and cut a hole out and then work up. I think is what we're gonna do. I'm pressing this flat and it's getting like all of my hand wrinkles on it. Just try and get some work done on it before I put my makeshift rolling pin on it. Yeah, this is a big problem. I'm gonna bump into everything else now because I don't have the whole board to work with anymore. I'm gonna go get a tray for the oven so I can put the tinfoil on it and then I can move this stuff onto the tray. I'll be right back. return. Can't leave my room for 2 seconds without getting shouted at. But you know. Put the tray on my bed. Let's slowly transfer. Oh gosh. Maybe let's not do it on the bed. All of my little babies. Thank you for the lurk, Fang Titan. Okay. Very gently pick up Pabbit. And Pabbit. Hopefully with how chunky and solid the feet are, that will really help the dolls stand up even under the weight of their heads. There we go. Put these on my bed. Oh, now we have room to work in. I should have thought, Julie, don't forget when I make the hair for you, once the hair's all glued on and I'll show you, remind me to do your little curl. I'll just put like some like PVA glue, I think, on one of the strands of hair so we can give you your little... If that don't work, then what I'll have to do is just cut a piece of little hair separately, like glue it into the hat. I don't want to have to make the strand out of clay. If I PVA it, that should be good enough. Or even use actual hair wax, we'll see. I'm a little bit worried I'll forget about the curl. Because I didn't have it drawn out on my plans. Wow, that picked up a lot of the dye. Can you see? From the mat. I know this looks filthy. It's literally just different clay from over these, because I used to use Fimo that was like these guys aren't painted. These are made, you can buy Fimo in colours, you don't, it doesn't just come in white, it comes in every colour so that you don't have to paint it if you don't want. So like, this is like black clay. This is just, this side I use for clay, the other side I use for, as an actual cutting mat, which is what it is. My little boy, if you've ever been on my Etsy shop or anything. I used to have a little comic with him in and then I could never keep up with it, but... These little guys. Oh my goodness, Rue!
A miserable little pile of secrets.
Adoboros, thank you so much for the first time chatting, coming in the room, then with the raid. I can talk. Welcome, welcome, raiders. Let me give Rue a shout out. What are you doing? Oh yes, you're doing Zero Dawn.
Thank you for staying.
Little teddy bear.
Why did he go? Bah.
Let me get my. I didn't have my thing up. Shit. Hello, raiders. Welcome. You can call me Prince. I'm a neurodivergent trans vampire. Welcome to become one of my children of the night. I am an 18+ content creator, voice actor, and illustrator, as well as a VTuber and variety streamer. I post bi-weekly audio roleplays as various characters on my YouTube and bonus content on my Patreon. If all my socials are listed on my card, if you type ! socials in chat. I also have an Etsy shop where I sell original and fan art. We don't have a schedule, but at the moment we be streaming digital art, some sculpting stuff that I'm trying to get on with, and yeah, thank you so much for the raid, Rue. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I always see you in Smilky's chat. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a lovely stream. If you or anyone else who came in with the raid needs to run and take a break, get some food, have a nap, whatever you need to do, post-stream self-care is very important. And if anyone needs to go, or if anyone wants to look or chat, you're more than welcome to. Let me show you what we've been doing. I have something I can grab. We're making dolls. I'm making, for the first time, I haven't done this before. I have sculpted before. Like, I have some old babies that I sculpted here. Like, this is, I mean, like 5 years ago. But nothing this big, and nothing kind of mixed media. But I have been into like the doll collecting hobby for a very long time. I always wanted to make my own, so we're doing it now. We have basic bodies. I'm making 2 of my VTuber model, 2 of Julia's VTuber model, and then 1 of Wally Darling from Welcome Home. He wasn't originally in the plans, he just kind of snuck in there. The reason for 2 is so that I can make a matching pair for me to keep and a matching pair for Julia to keep. So the bodies are already all been baked. What we've been doing over the last couple streams is, these haven't gone in the oven yet, is the rest of the parts. So we got hands, we got feet, we got ears, because I forgot to put the ears on the body. The ears were meant to be on the heads before they got cooked, but I forgot. We got my little crown. We got, so this happened. This is, Dr. Habit's puppet from Smile For Me, from the video game Smile For Me. And, I got a little sidetracked halfway through, and I just was like, I really want to make myself a little pabbit. So there's also a couple pabbits in here. That all still has to get baked in the oven. But I was trying to finish off sculpting everything else, and then everything can go in the oven in one go. Yes, they are an armature. I should have... Let me grab Wally. Yeah, so they can... These have already been baked. So on armatures, they're gonna have like fabric wrapped around them so you won't see all of this. And I'm gonna make clothes. And then... Well, I guess they'll be painted next. And then the fabric wrapped around, and then to bulk the bodies up so they don't just look like this. And then clothes, and then I'm gonna make hair out of yarn, which I've never done before. I've made clothes before. For me, I cosplay. I've made human-sized clothes before. I made doll clothes when I was like 12, but they weren't that great, so this will be the first time of actually making tiny clothes, and I'm making it harder for myself because normally when people make art dolls like this, they just make clothes that like can't come back off, like they just sew or glue the clothes onto the doll. But I like the idea of being able to change their clothes, so I want to actually try and make clothes that can come off. So that's more work for myself. But yeah, oh, thank you, you're so sweet. But yeah. I'm gonna be a little- oh god. The arms are still too long at the moment, but I'm not trimming them down until, the hands have been baked and stuff, and so I can actually judge. Yeah. So what I'm doing at the moment is making Julia's little hat. Gabby Viking, thank you so much for the follow and for becoming one of my children of the night. Let me switch to my screen share so you can see. This is Julia's little model. So we're making her hat at the moment. And then after that, I said that I would make a tiny little clay mini of Julia's cat. So her little doll can have her little cat. Because these are like anniversary presents. In 5 days, me and Julia will have been together for a year. It's crazy. Let me give her a shout out. Because I'm allowed to gush. And she's 5 followers away from 150 followers. And it'd be really, really nice if we could get her to that 150. We'll pause so we can hear a little voice. But Julia's also an artist. She mostly streams art and sometimes games like Sims or Skyrim. Oh no, I'm gonna have the daycare music in my head now. This hat's gonna be so- hats are the thing I find the hardest to draw. And I'm making myself sculpt one. What am I doing? But yeah, if you don't follow Julia, it'd be really nice if she wanted to reach 150 followers by the end of the year, and she's already at 145. Because she underestimates herself.
Later. You just clipped my little singing to this
Here's a little
song?
head. So,
With this music?
gotta try.
Oh my god.
If you follow 149, Rue! Oh my goodness, Julia, I didn't realize you were that close. Last time I checked it was 145. Only one more, baby.
I want to, but I can't.
Thank you, Rue, that's very sweet of you. So, this is gonna be- I'm trying to make the brim of the hat. I hate hats. God damn it. Maybe the reason why I hate hats and I can't draw them is because, like, I just can't wear them. All hats look bad on me. Maybe it's deep down, maybe I'm deep down, I'm just jealous of hats. Maybe that's what it is. I can't believe, like, suddenly the clay's, like, picking up, like, dye. You can't really see. You see a little bit of green from the mat after all this time. Can't believe my mat is betraying me. My thoughts is... I'm gonna somehow make a brim. That is the other worry. I mean, what? No, once it... I'll bake it so that it's flat, and then it won't do that when I put it on it. I'm thinking if I put the head that way around, and then kind of cut around it, maybe? That could be the way to go. Is it just a circle, Julie? Because obviously from the drawings you always draw yourself at an angle, so it kind of looks like an oval, but it is just a circle, right? Yes, okay. Lemon on a lily pad? Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you for the first time chat. I think I've seen you around before as well in Ruth streams. Thank you so much for giving Julia a follow. Look at that, Julia. And you thought you were like, at the start of the year, she's like, I hope by the end of the year, by the end of 2023, I reach 150, but I think that's a bit ambitious. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not too ambitious. I don't have a celebrate. I don't have like a confetti thing like Chris has, but imagine that I do. Thank you guys so much. Oh no. Aww. I have baby Julia. Baby Julia can be here to celebrate. She can say thank you for the 150 followers. Baby Julia can be here to celebrate. Well, I better get on with this hat then, huh? Okay. How do you draw a circle? Should I just cut bits away until it starts to look like a circle? That's the other bit. Maybe that's why also I have such a hard time drawing hats, because I really struggle drawing circles. And hats are short. They do tend to have circles. Looks like Julia's got like some Discord celebration post to write up. I'm thinking hers as well, because she's not feeling too well today. So I hope this makes you feel a little bit better. I'm not sure exactly how wide it is. Sorry that you can keep seeing my hair popping into frame. Okay, no, I think that's staying where it is now. Oh god. Oh, don't, whole thing, don't move. It's the one thing with like polymer clay is it can be quite sticky. Oh, you guys. So my worry is like sometimes when you cut it, it can kind of pull and stretch the clay rather than actually cutting through it. It's just kind of like sticking to the knife. Okay. Okay, we're getting there, I think. Look at Rue coming in like a superhero. Is it wider? I think it's wider at this side. Though then again, I could just reposition the head. So this doesn't it look too? It kind of looks a bit too big, doesn't it? I'm not sure how far out of the head it's meant to come. It's circular. I mean, it's hard to imagine because obviously I've got to imagine that it's not flopping down. Imagine that it isn't floppy. That looks too wide, or do you think that looks fine? Once it's gone in the oven, it won't do this. It's so hard to tell. I think maybe that's okay. Obviously I've got to cut a hole out the middle now. This could be where everything goes wrong. Oh, I'm gonna make 2 of these. Oh, why do I do these things to myself? I thought it would really. Yeah. That's a good idea for the future. I think a cookie cutter. Or like, yeah, would work quite well. I don't own any. I can't take someone else's and use them for clay, but... Do I have anything that is sharp though? cut the hole out and not mess it up. It'd be better if I cut it too small, I guess, at first, and then we could... Oh, did I miss a bit out? Be free! Why aren't you being free? Okay. It's definitely too small. But that's fine, because we can work with that. Well, that is true, guys. It is true. Oh. Somehow we've picked up a tiny piece of something. I don't know where from. Yeah. Go away. I suppose we could always leave the hole slightly too small, it might sit better. If it's a little bit too small, because it's... Julie doesn't kind of draw it completely like sunk over her head, it's she kind of wears it kind of a bit tilted back. So it's kind of like an angle, you know? Like so. Thank you, Rue. Kinda like that situation. So maybe having the hole slightly smaller will help it balance. Just use the bottom of the knife to kind of smooth it. Okay. I'm trying to, you know, because it's clearly like there's a bit more. Brim at the front here than there is at the back. Okay. We've done number one. I think I'll make the other one first, and then I'll do the... So I'll do them with some stages together. Okay. To cut another chunk off. I don't know how big the last chunk was. That went down at a bit of an angle. Oh well. I'll just soften this up. Takes a while. Try and make it into a ball and then flatten it out. I want to do something. Hang on. Cool one. I know and yes, she's already wearing a hat. She can have another hat. I can't rotate things, can I? What was it? Different Cryik has been playing Placid Plastic Duck Simulator and has kind of got me and Julia into it. And Julia got a birthday duck and was going to call it Congratulations, but she spelt it wrong. And she typed it in all caps, so now his name is all caps. Congratulations! Congratulations, Julia! You did it. It's not like I have a collab going off, but it's fun. Don't mind me. It's been a while since I've indulged in doing this. Maybe we should move it to the other side. Maybe. I can't remember what it. One time I just was like sat on stream and I was like, wait, I could bring up a little plushie and put it with me, and then I realized I could just keep going. Nothing can stop me. I can have whatever I want on the stream. And you know who's gonna be in there with you? This isn't an exact picture of Julia's cat, but it's the same type of cat. There you are. It's you and Lucius. Also, I realized I could just add stuff to OBS while I was streaming. Oh, it changed my life. I have so many different PNGs saved just to be silly with, and I don't take advantage of it enough. Congratulations, Julia. You reached your year-end follower goal. There you go. Okay, this is definitely soft enough. I'm gonna work on getting it flat. Hopefully we can get it to be the same size. I think it's just best to do it with my hands. And it's this big. And I gotta be careful when I place it on it to kind of stencil around it. This clay sticks to itself so easily. I don't want to be unable to peel them apart. I'm just gonna draw around it, I'm not gonna cut around it, otherwise they probably are gonna get stuck together forever. And then I'll cry. Okay. And we have the other Julia head. They're about the same size. But still, I want to make sure that we're using each one. Oh god, that went a bit. Fine. Fine. I don't know what happened here. I don't know why there's this big old bump. Okay. Seems pretty smooth. Hey. Don't mind me. Oops. Messed up. You got new emote slots? Wait, what do you mean the free emote? Oh, like you got the follower emotes? Did you unlock follower emotes? I forgot how you can, if you can change, I forgot how to, if you can change colour of the font, because that's not very, it's fine. You guys know it's there, that's all that matters. You unlocked follower emotes! Hell yeah! You get to think about what you want your free ones. My free ones are my little blushy and then the little hug, which the little hug emote is of me and Julia. But you can use it to convey you hugging anyone. It doesn't have to just be Julia. Or me. This isn't thicker than the other one, is it? I just had that horrible, like, that's not something that I checked. Maybe a tad thicker. It'll be fine. Oh, yes, 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 yes. The shrimp should be a follower email. Everyone does like the shrimp. That's smart. That's smart. I feel bad that Crystal hasn't got follower emotes unlocked because of that, you know, what happened in Gartic that one time. And so because she got wrongly in trouble for something that someone else did. Yeah. You're meant to still, the countdown's meant to like reset, so then from that stream you're just starting from scratch. But it's been long enough that the Gartic link kind of got leaked public and someone came in and put something naughty on stream to purposely troll and then purposely reported. And Chris got suspended for about a week. It wasn't actually that bad. Like, I mean, it was bad, but I mean, when it happened to Aether, Aether got suspended for what, like a month, maybe more, before Twitch revoked it and realized they were that they were wrong, that it wasn't Aether's fault. I think Twitch, Chris lasted like a week or two, but because she was suspended for a short amount of time, it like reset the follower email thing, because it's meant to, you have to be been streaming for like a year or something. I don't know what the amount of months are, but still, then once the suspension happens, it's meant to just start from scratch, you know. And as long as you're not suspended in the next like 6 months, which she hasn't been, it's meant to be fine. And yet she still hasn't met all the criteria now, and she hasn't been suspended since then, which meant she's meant to have a follower emotes. But some people have said, yeah, well, it says as long as you haven't been suspended in like the last 6 months or whatever, you can have them. But sometimes it's just not working. I don't know if it's a glitch in the system or what it is, but sometimes people who've ever been, like, who should by all means have follower emotes just aren't getting them. So stupid. Okay. So what we need to do now... Should I just make it like a solid bit that goes on top? That might be easier for my brain. Or should it be like a wall and then like a top? I guess it should be a wall and a top, shouldn't it? So it is actually hollow. I know it's like, why didn't you just keep the circles from inside there? Because one of them fell to pieces. One of them didn't cut out all in one go, so... easier if I make them from scratch, because that's not perfectly kind of circular anyway. The goal for this to be a short stream might not happen, but that's fine. I kind of just wanted to stream until I got all of the sculpting done so I can shove all that in the oven. And then we can move on to painting everything. I think it's better to paint it before I put the fabric on, because I don't want to put the fabric on the body and then paint the head and then get the paint on the fabric. So I'll be painting next. I hope I still have, to be honest, I haven't checked that I still have all my acrylic paint, but I think I do. It's been a long time since I've used it. Oh, I have... Oh yeah, I forgot. I have massive tubs back there that I use for cosplay props, but it'll work for this. I forgot about my massive. I was like, I had a little pack of little ones. I think I don't have them anymore. Yo, I don't need them. I got... my headphones. I got tubs like this big. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. can't get them back down now. Oh yeah. I'm gonna BRB, hang on one sec. so sorry I was gone for so long. My dad kind of pulled me into his room and then kind of wouldn't let me leave because he wanted to vent to me about stuff, so I don't know what I missed. Sorry. Kept trying to get away and I couldn't get away. Oh yeah, Julia did that. Yeah. Lucio! I don't know if you're still here. I'm sorry, I know I was gone for so long, so I'm sorry if a lot of people left. Hi Lucio. Julia reached 150 followers. It's congratulations, Julia. We have the congratulations, Julia zone. Sorry, that was a lot to deal with midstream. Why do I have a ping in one of my servers? No, I don't have a ping in one of my servers. Oh, it was just someone like replying to something. Okay. Ooh. It was a lot. But I want to try and finish all this sculpting today. I got like 2.5 hours before dinner. Okay. We listened to Toho Lo-Fi. Right, I forgot what part I was doing next. I think I was gonna do the tops of the hats next. Let me give Lucio a shout out. I don't know if I'd finished rolling this out or not. That's kind of thrown me off.
Man thinks it's my math results, all 30s and 40s. God, that's a mood. I did good. 4%.
Yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden, like, the green is, like, coming off of my mat. Like, what is that? What the hell? I mean, yeah, I mean, like, at least these pieces are gonna be painted black. No, because I want it to be bigger than the hole. Try to like hold it up against that hole. Oh, that did not transfer. Still didn't do it that well. Oh well. Just want to make it a little bit bigger than the hole. Tried to do it as closely as I could so there would be enough room for another one. Oh god. Just barely room. Don't stick, 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 because it'll rip. If it actually properly sticks, it'll rip. Female loves to stress me out. Saved it? Saved what? Saved what? Oh! Is there a big delay on my stream I didn't notice? I just felt like I mentioned them almost ripping and then the saved it came through like a while later. So that's why I didn't clock that that's what you were talking about. Right, now I'm gonna try and make like a little wall for them. I don't know if this is enough clay to do it with. from the texture isn't my favorite. Yeah, I mean different clays definitely have different textures. If you're working with like a air dry clay, or like the kind of clay that you have to put in a kiln, that stuff, you know, this kind of stuff you have to put in a kiln, you know, that you have to get like wet to really kind of sculpt. I don't like the feeling of like once you put water on clay. It's a bad texture. It's a bad texture. No, 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 thank you. Air dry clay is more malleable, but up to a point, and then once it's been exposed to the air for so long, then it's starting to dry, and now you can't. Now you're fucked. You can't use it anymore. This stuff, it's more like Play-Doh, I guess. Kind of texture is kind of what I could compare it to. It's not as soft as Play-Doh. It's a lot hard, and you really have to warm it up more. I still don't love the texture because it's like a tiny bit tacky. The tiniest bit tacky. But I can cope with it. I don't like the feeling of like the residue on my fingers. I don't like it, but it's enough. I can bear with it. I forgot what I was doing. I'm making a wall, essentially. Why is this going so dry? And cracking. How deep should it be? I'm feeling basically like this. I can't cut this in half, I need it twice. Both sides have kind of got this line going off, but then the benefit of like at least getting wet is like when you get like a crack like that in the clay, you can just get it wet and fix it, but with this stuff you can't. Water doesn't fix it. I don't know how you can tell when there's a delay, Lucio. Like, if you're basing it on when I'm reading chat, I don't read chat straight away. Like, sometimes I won't see a message in chat until a few minutes after it's been sent. That doesn't mean that I've only just seen it on my end. Just sometimes I see a message and I think, oh, I don't want to read anything yet. Or I need more time to, like, process what that says. Based on when I sent first when it showed up on screen. Oh, okay. I mean, I do also purposefully have a little bit of a delay there, just so that, between when you send something and when it shows up on the screen. Because, it's kind of like, almost like a mod feature to make sure that, just in case a message pops up that we want to delete, we have time to delete it before it will show up on the overlay. The finger tap sounds. Oh, I didn't realize you could hear these. Really can't hear them at my end. Like, I can see the mic picking them up. But, what the fuck? Why is it so much more sensitive? When I'm recording, and if I'm wanting to tap on something while I'm recording, and I'm all the way over here and the mic's over there, you cannot hear it. I have to get right up, like if this finger's the mic, right, I have to get like right up here and tap, and sometimes it picks it up when I'm recording on Audacity. If I was over here, it would not pick it up. So how come when it's all the way over there, and I'm doing this, it picks it up on stream? It's the same sensitivity settings, I don't change my mic. silly. I mean, I don't do like a lot of tapping in my ASMR anyway. Mine is like audio roleplay stuff. But sometimes I try and put a little bit in there if I'm picking up like a prompt. But I don't really base mine around trying to give people tingles because I do experience ASMR. I do get ASMR tingles. But the sensation to me is really unpleasant. So I don't like... I know most people enjoy it. Some people don't get any sensation at all. And most people enjoy this, and who do get the sensation enjoy it. I'm in the rare side of like, it feels horrible. Hi Frost, welcome in. Making little hats. Oh, that got a bit thinner towards one end. I fully commit with that. Let's just see. Look too tall? I know obviously it's not smoothed out yet. Does it look too tall? I think if this was inside... rather than on top, I think that's an okay height. So let's make another one of these. Need to cut more clay off. So this is for me some but not anymore. Enjoy it is back. Yeah, I enjoy it for either like background ambience noise, or I like listening to like role plays where people talk and stuff. But just like listening to stuff where people are doing this doesn't do anything for me. For a little while when I first found out about ASMR, it was okay. But now like the sensation just feels like the pleasant sensation that some people get from this. To me, I experience this. Not how I'm doing it right now, but if like, you know those ASMR videos where people have like the microphone that has the silicone like ear attachment, and then they are like scraping things in the ear, or they're talking right directly into that ear microphone, or they're tapping right into the ear microphone. And loads of people are like, oh, they give me such good tingles. Me, gives me the same sensation that nails on a chalkboard gives people. It's just, my toes curl, and my fingers curl, and my shoulders go up into my neck, and I'm like, no thank you. Are you heading off to Michael's? Okay, Julia. Oh, I really messed up last time I cut some clay off. This is not, like, even anymore. What I've done. Oh goodness. That was a bit better. Reading Julia's little message in a Discord. So what Julia will be doing now that she's reached 150 followers, she'll be doing a art giveaway. I dropped my clay on the floor. For... oh no, it's got so much stuff. She'll be doing a giveaway, an art giveaway, for 3 little chibi drawings. So if you want something that kind of maybe looks like Baby Julia, because Julia drew Baby Julia, keep an eye out, I guess, on Julia's Discord, on her Twitter, maybe. If you would like to have your own little baby. It's fine. I took the hair off it. I shed hair like so often, and I vacuum like all the time. It's never enough. So I got a couple strands of hair on it, but it's okay. If you too would like to become a baby, keep an eye out on Julia's socials. She'll be doing an art giveaway, and there will be 3 winners. Move this out of the way. Oh God. Oh, look at all those little splits. Ew. Why? Why? This isn't the kind of clay that you add water to. Adding water to this stuff doesn't do anything really for it. Is it still way thicker than the other one? I wouldn't say way thicker. Have ceramics in school? It wasn't like called like ceramics class, it just sometimes what did we have to make? I don't like thinking about when we had to make things with clay in school. I have some bad memories associated with it. But yeah, we had, when we were like... in our first year of school, somewhere like 4 or 5 years old, we had to make these little like... I have like a pig that I made. It doesn't look like a pig, but that's what it's meant to be. I don't know if we all had to make a pig or if we all had to make an animal or something. And then the year after that, we all had to make a dinosaur. Just for one random lesson, you know. So, because primary school, you know, you don't, at least over here, you don't have, you're all just in one class with one teacher. And we wouldn't get to do art, so there wasn't like art class or anything. It'd just be the one time a year your teacher let us do art. I don't have my dinosaur. Am I gonna share this story? I wish I did. But you see what happened is we made them all, and then I guess they went in the kiln or whatever. I don't know, or maybe it was air dry clay, I have no idea. We all carved our initials on the bottom, so we knew which one was ours. And the next day we were painting them, so we all went up to the table. I couldn't find mine. And I was like, Miss, my dinosaur's not there. There's only one dinosaur on there and it's not mine. It's got a different... I know it's not mine because it doesn't look a thing like mine. And it's got another kid's initials on. And so the teacher was like, oh, well, let's go to that kid then, because this is the only one left. Because that kid's got a dinosaur in front of them, but theirs is over here. Yeah. Yes, another kid had picked mine up. And, you know, what would you do in that situation where it's like, Miss, someone else has picked up the thing that I spent, you know, we all made one of these, someone else has picked up mine, then I spent ages sculpting. What would you do? Would you, A, be like, hey, other kid, that's not yours, you've got to give it back? Or would you, B, say, oh, well, the other kid's already started painting it now, and they don't want to give it you back, because they said that they've already started painting it and they just want to keep yours, so, that one's theirs now, and you'll just have to paint theirs. And they'll get to take yours home that they're painting. Because B is what happened. Do I have golden time in primary school? We get to do whatever? No. I don't think I didn't have a nice time. Primary school was terrible for me. I don't like talking about it, to be honest. But, so I don't have that. And then at some point we made an elephant, because I have an elephant that I made. And then I remember in year 2 we made these little dishes, and I remember because I ended up dropping mine on the floor and it broke into 3 pieces, and then my uncle glued it back together. We never did any clay work in secondary school. Oh no, we did. But I don't think we did before, like, GCSE. Like, once we picked art as an option, because I did art, I chose to do art. And then in university, we didn't do any clay in college, and then in uni, we, one of the first projects that we did in first year was we had to, like, make up our own creature by mashing up 2 different animals, and we had to work in pairs. And me and this other girl. Multi-Chromanix, thank you so much for subscribing with Prime Gaming. So we had to pair up, and me and this other girl decided we wanted to make something creepy. So we combined, like, fish plus human, and we made this, like, kind of fish man thing. And we named him Jeff. As you do. I'm a little behind on chat. Primary school we used to had to make our favourite animal with clay. I had to restart first. I had to restart twice because it kept changing, so the final one was a Tasmanian devil. Ooh! First class in senior I was allowed to use the wheels and kill to make a mug. I know I had a question of a friend who mentioned never had a mug. Oh, Lucia! No, we never, like... When I say, like, ceramic... No, we never did, like, ceramics. It was more just like, here's some clay, make a thing. We never, like, had, like, one of the wheels, and we never saw, like, the kiln. So I don't know if any of that stuff was just air-dry clay. I am here, but it's lovely to listen and watch while I work. Thank you so much for the first-time chat! I am rambling and kind of slow working, but... Yeah, of course. It makes me really happy when people feel like they can co-work along with my streams. I'll ask Rue if Rue remembers from school then. I think Rue was the only other Brit here. If you remember powder paints, do you remember powder paints? Like, when we made the stuff with clay, we had to paint it with powder paints, which is, like, the stupidest... They're shit! Like, are you kidding? Like... They were, like, the worst consistency paint. Like, if I'm gonna paint something with clay, I kinda need acrylics, but no acrylics for you. You get powder paints. Which is, like, little, for those who are not familiar, imagine kind of flour. Like a powder that turns into paint once you like add water to it. So you like would dip your brush in water and then you'd kind of dip it in the powder paint, and now you'd have paint. But a lot of the time, a lot of the lumps just like wouldn't dissolve in the water, so you just kind of have like a red streak down your paper with some lumps of red in it. It was horrible. I fucking hate powder paint. It always looked kind of like muddy and like really watery. No, we never made mugs. Powder paint sucks! No! Lucio! You may think so, but it's the worst. It has like no pigmentation to it, so like when you're painting clay with it, all you can see is like the color of the clay with like a 10% opacity red over the top of it. Powder paint, there's a little tray of scissors that would be like, some of them would have like what a plain color handle, and some of them would have half green and half yellow, and those were like the left-handed scissors, and they'd always have way too many of them because barely any of the kids were left-handed. Or the little like plastic circle trays things that you'd pour PVA glue in and then use the little like little spreader, the glue stick thing. Side of the door is this side, okay. I don't know if maybe powder paint's just dirt cheap. I don't know why they didn't let us have acrylics. I can't remember if we used acrylic in. We must have done, because there's some of the stuff that I painted in for GCSE that can't have been done with powder paint, so we must have had acrylics at some point during secondary school. Dry's kind of chalky too. Powder paint, like once it's dry, it kind of has the consistency of chalk when you touch it. It's so weird. And I've never seen, you know, you never see any art in a museum being done with powder paint, do you? Okay. Let's try and make this. Really late to find out I've been working really late every day this week. Oh, good luck, Lucio. Oh, that was the whoa, look at that. It was the perfect lens. Didn't even measure it out. I just assumed it would be like too short or too long and then I'd have to kind of fix it. It's gonna look kind of messy on the top, but I don't know how to fix that. I'll have to put a really thin layer of clay over the top. Trying to get that placement so it's like an even amount of brim everywhere. I've had a little oopsie back here, but it's okay. Should I cover that up so it doesn't look as messy? I don't know if I can blend it, because as I say, like, this clay isn't... If this was, like, regular clay, like air-dry clay or the kind of stuff you put in a kiln, then you just add water to it and then it's fine, but... You can smooth anything out. But... Try the fingernail. Working on a project to give a brief introduction to art history. 18 by 18 canvas piece for colour theory. 3 by 4 charcoal soft water foundation drawing class of Ooh, a dragon helmet! Make sure he's gonna be the coolest kid in class. Should point out that no one here is a kid. It's just an expression. This is very much in college. Well, that smoothed it a bit, but now I'm worried that it was kind of lumpy and ew. No. I forgot which one was for which head. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Guys. And it's not flopping anymore now, it's got this on the bag. She's doing it! She's wearing her hat! Wow. So heavy. I don't remember which was for. Was this the one that was at the bag? I don't think that's helping me. When I put this one on the back, it's just kind of slipping down, so maybe it wasn't for this one. Oh, I don't remember. Does it look like it was drawn with pencil? Because if that looks like it was a whole woods, then that's the second one, because I traced around the other. Okay. No, let's keep this out. I was going to put it on the tray with everything else, but let's keep it out for now. I realize how much clay there is now down my fingernail. a stretch. Let's see if this hat fits first. Okay. Put the hats on the baking tray. Put these back, and then I will have a stretch.
I hope you're ready for some more of the real thing there, Fan, because I got you some and I won't be taking it.
Oh, and thank you for the hydrate.
What is this?
We have one last thing to make. Oh my god, it's a hat! I have to show you what we've been working on. Multichromatics, because I don't think you've been in here. Ooh. I don't know how much of the stream you were lurking in. We have not all done today, over several streams. We've got little hands, little crown for me head, feet, ears, because I forgot to put the ears on the head when the heads were originally baked. And got some little bits and bobs up here. The hats are down here. And bonus, two little puppet habits from the video game Smile For Me. Oh no, habit! No! No! It's awful! He's okay. He hasn't been baked yet, that's why it fell off. Once he's baked, he'll be fine. He's okay. He's not real Pabbit size. Real Pabbit is a hand puppet, but he works as a finger puppet. And then there's two, because Julia wanted one as well when she saw me make one. So there's two. But they're the right size to be hand puppets for the dolls. These are already so stuck. So what I got left to do... Let me grab a bod. The bods and heads have already been baked. One last thing. Well, there's an accessory for Julia's doll. Okay, so I told her I would make her cat. The stinky man himself. Have I ever made a cat before? No. Have I even drawn a cat before? No, I don't think so. We're gonna make him kind of lumpy, kind of very cartoonified. It's not gonna be like a real looking cat. You know. He's gonna be like a little curled up ball of a cat. Is my plan. He's just kind of like a log. Right. I think this is the bod. I don't know anything about cats. I got you guys like Pabbit. I love Pabbit. I love Dr. Pabbit. That's one doctor that I'd trust. I hope this looks like a cat by the end. I don't know how cats work. Little leg. Typical lumpy cat, maybe. He'll be the best blob, because god, cats don't look real half the time. My source is I've had more than 3 cats, then they all have had the bendability of a trash bag. Wow. Cats are cryptids. It's just in. And then his other paws will basically be like underneath his bod. You won't see them. He does have them. He's just kind of like on his side, kind of, as my thinkings. It's not that he doesn't have the other paws. My thinkings is that he's curled up on him. That makes sense, right? It doesn't look like he's just like I forgot that the cats have 4 legs. Right. Okay, cool. I was thinking that the tail was gonna come around the front, but maybe that looks bad. I don't really like the look of it going behind. I kind of wanted it round the front. But that doesn't look as cute. I don't know. Maybe just have it go on the front but not have it touching the leg. Okay. I don't know if that's a weird place to put the tail. Make it stick out a little bit. Maybe. These are quite big. Is that how big I want to do the face? I think it was a little too big. I don't exactly know what type of cat Lucius is, but then again, I guess Julie doesn't either. He was a stray. Julie found him when he was a little kitten and he wasn't doing too good, so she rescued him. This isn't a picture of Lucius, this is just a cat that looks very similar, so I'm just trying to, like, go off that a bit. Just kind of more giving me the vibes of, like, yay. She just, like, found him, like, out on the street all alone, and he'd obviously been, like, either had a rough time on the streets, or he'd possibly been not treated right if he was in the care of someone. So she coaxed him out and she took him home. And Julie's like the only person that Lucius likes to be around. He does not like to be around anyone else, really. But that's her son. I don't know how to make that kind of shape of where it's kind of like straight on the end, but then like a bit kind of curvier. I just like this picture, again I say it isn't Lucius, but it's similar markings to what he has. So I was like, yeah, that'll do. It's kind of like a reference. It might be way too big. Thank you. I'm trying my best. I do have photos of Lucius, which obviously I won't share with you guys because I don't know how Julie would feel about that, but I can bring it up on my end. But I don't have like a. I don't know if I have like a good proper like full body pic of Lucius. What pictures are more squinched up? Just trying to see if they his kind of point up more, or if they point kind of, you know. But I think they go up in the picture that I've got of him. I think maybe they should be a little smaller. Oh no, I might have jiggled them too hard onto their head. Okay, I got it off. Whew. Okay. I'll make them smaller by chop this side. And then I'll chop the bottom. Do I have regrets? Maybe the big ears were cute. Trying to angle them forwards. Maybe I should have stuck with the big ears to match the big bod. I know this camera doesn't focus well. I made a terrible mistake? I'm worried I might have made a mistake. I think the big ears looked better. Fine. Just cut a little more clay off. So obviously we don't know exactly how old Lucius is, because he was a rescue. But like rescue as in Julia rescued him, she didn't like get him from a shelter. But he getting to be an old man cat. He's a stinky old man cat. She's adorable. She made him a fucking thing. She wanted to get him a cat tree, but she was like, oh, that was so expensive. So she's made one. It's so cute, out of like cardboard, all these boxes, and she cut like cute little shapes out of them, and it's like cutest thing. She's like, I just want him to have a little home. It's too fucking cute. Something's stuck in the clay there, yeah. Right? It's fucking cute. It's fucking cute. I'm giving Julia another shout out. He keeps playing the same clip. Where's my mix of clips? No, it's the same clip!
It's just the theme song, okay? It's just the theme song.
Okay. Let's make some new ears.
My little singing to this song? Or this music?
If you would like to
Oh
follow
my
the cat mom.
I want to, but I can't.
Okay, let's try and make sure that these are the same size now. Oh, that was you, huh, Lucio? Okay, now I think they're even bigger than they were originally. I think we've gone a little too big. He looks a lot like a fox now. Last time I made him smaller, I messed them up. Just trying to take the tiniest sliver. exactly why this one looks different. And what's happening here? Okay, here's a bag. Now I was gonna have like a sleepy. I'm gonna be asleep. So. It's not too big. Okay. Smells closed, you can't really see. $29? No, that's hell. Fernando isn't allowed. I mean, it's helping me. We don't get 29 here. If we got 29 here, it would be considered like a heat wave, and the government would put like a warning out. I don't want to hear any haha. British people can't cope with it. It's like it was never meant to get this hot, that hot. Like, it got to 40 Celsius last year, and it was a horrible heat wave, and it was a unsafe and casualty-inducing heat wave. I mean, my dad was put in hospital through it. It wasn't fun. I don't appreciate, you know, I don't want people to go, oh, British, it's like, our people in this island have never experienced such a heat before here. Our buildings do not have air conditioning. And are built very much to keep the heat trapped inside, because this was a cold country and we had to survive cold winters, and now we're getting heat waves, and it's... Houses here don't have aircon. Schools here don't have aircon. And the only building I've ever been in that has aircon is like a Comic-Con. Like a, you know, like a venue thing, or like a hotel. Like chain hotels, the hotels have got aircon. Next time if it gets to that kind of heatwave, I'm genuinely considering going to a hotel. Because I couldn't sleep. And obviously it was even, I've told my dad, I'm like, next time, just go to a hotel, just go to a hotel, because we're not having what happened last time happen. Because bear in mind, like, the hottest it gets here, normally in the summer, is like 25 Celsius is considered like peak summer temperature. And we ended up with a week of it being 40 every single day. Well, between like 38 and 40 for like 5 days in a row. I just sat downstairs with like a fan on me and my feet in a bucket of cold water playing Power Wash with Julia. Playing Power Wash Simulator. You see, I'm trying to find the angle where you can see his little sleepy eyes. Should I put them lower down, do you think? Maybe they should be lower down. I mean, I was glad to be working from home. I couldn't imagine, like, but like... I mean, I couldn't be- my bedroom is the warmest room in the house in the summer because of where it's positioned and the amount of outside walls and stuff. So I couldn't sleep in here. I was trying to sleep on the sofa last year during the heat wave, and it was not possible. She's little eyes, he's got little eyes. I promise that he do. I don't know if it should be even lower down. Because I feel like the lower I put eyes, the cuter often they become. But much lower and it's going to hit that paw, and then that's going to be a problem. Cuties. I'm gonna get going now. Class a little bit. Wish you luck. Good luck, Lucio. Thank you for stopping by. I hope they don't look sad. It's meant to be that he's sleeping. Normally I paint the noses on. Well, actually no, the others aren't getting noses, but I think Lucius needs a nose. He needs a little nose. Oh my goodness. It's a little baby. Oh, I'm happy with it. Just you require anything else? I don't think so. Because I don't have anything else, right? The mouth is gonna get painted on if I decide to paint on a mouth. He's got ears, he's got his feet, he's got his tail. Obviously, it's not gonna look the key of making him look like Lucius is gonna be the paint. I might paint little beans on the bottom, if I can. Little toe beans. I think that's okay. We can shrink this back down now. I'm a little bit like, should I make little extra tufts of fur? And I'm like, Lucius isn't super long haired though. It's pretty short haired. I'm almost tempted just for like decoration. To try and like cut a few little tufts. I just wanna like... Hello, Kelly. I made a little cat. I'm making a cat. I want to almost like, I don't know if that's good though to do. I'm not sure that looks good. He's pretty short haired. I don't think doing the little tufts is necessary. It's my girlfriend's cat. Or it's attempting to be. He does have a lot of fluff in his ears though. He's got very fluffy, but I don't think I can. I don't want to sting. I just thought about sticking little tufts in front, but I'm like, he's got really short hair though. I don't think that would be right to do the extra little tufts. I thought I had a more recent picture of him, but I guess not. Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense to little tufts, otherwise it wouldn't look like Lucius. I think we good. I think Lucius has been born. And I will paint secret toe beans, I think, underneath. I feel like I stuck the front paw higher up than the other one, but I don't think I can take it off now. Maybe we can just kind of roll it down. Smooth some of that out. Just gonna push so he's flat on the bottom. I have that's not the one I wanted, but it'll do. Oh no, I pressed on his nose. Oh, it's okay. I do have proper sculpting tools. They're just not the best for polymer clay. Work better on softer clays. Trying to start this little mess I've created down here. I'm like, do I give texture or not? Because I could use this to scratch in like you know. Maybe a little bit. I just hope it looks intentional. Okay, you can go on the baking tray. I can't think of anything else that needs to. There's nothing else I planned. This can go in the oven now. Maybe not right now because it's dinner time, and I think I don't know if I can get these in and out before the people use the oven for actual food. Stuff that's meant to go in the oven, but. We have made things. It's everything I had on my little checklist, so. I think we go. Oh, I keep knocking my lampshade. I think we're good. I think we're done. I can bake them and then we can get to painting. Did it! I did the sculpting portion! That's only step 1, then we have to paint, then we have to make fabric body, then we have to make hair, then we have to make clothes. But we've done step 1. Tubes back up. I'll try and do every step on stream, by the way. So I'll try and do the painting on stream. It's not just gonna be like, and you guys won't see any progress anymore because it's not sculpting. Nah, I'll try and keep doing it on stream. The only thing I might not do on stream is if I have to like sew any parts on the sewing machine. I'm thinking because everything is so small I will be hand sewing everything, but if there does come a chance that I do anything on the sewing machine, I'll do that off stream because it'll be too loud for you guys to have the sewing machine going. But I'm thinking because everything's so small that I will be hand sewing everything because I think the sewing machine would just eat everything up. Put these little bits of whatever in the garbage. Things so I can kind of this so I can see if I can get there we go. Thank you guys so much for accompanying me as I get back into sculpting. Once all this stuff is baked, I will glue on what needs to be glued on. And I might not do that on stream, because gluing is stressful. So as in gluing the magnets into the hands and feet and gluing the ears into the heads. I don't want to have to worry about like streaming, and I don't want to get, you know, I need to be careful and not get like super glue on my fingers or anything. Which I'll probably be using. I do have a glue gun, but I don't think it'll hold. It doesn't hold stuff together. It does fine with like if it's cardboard. And even then, actually, sometimes some of my cardboard cosplay props have eventually. It's not the strongest glue gun. It's like a little craft store glue gun. I'm sure if I probably had like a stronger, heavy-duty glue gun, things would hold together better. But yeah, we did all the sculpting stuff. Ugh. I can move on with my life into the next horrible, hard portion of this adventure. So I might glue things in off stream, but then next time you guys see me with these, I will be painting them. Do I have any other updates or anything? I don't think so. Audio tomorrow. I spent yesterday evening very hurriedly realizing I haven't drawn the thumbnail up. So I was up late last night drawing and colouring that in. Soon there will be an update to my Etsy shop. Holy shit, I know it's been a long time. I used to put new stuff on Etsy all the time, but yes, one, it has got a little bit neglected as Patreon and doing the voice acting stuff, and Audios has started bringing in more money, but I don't want to abandon Etsy, and that was never my intention. I know I haven't made like wooden pins in a long time, which I used to do, because honestly the last few new ones I've done just haven't sold well, and it's not like, when I make stickers and badges, I make those myself. So I just make them to order. But with the pins I have to bulk order and have like 20, 25, 50 manufactured. And if I don't sell at least half of those, I've made a loss. To be honest, actually no, it's more like 75%, 20%, but you know, I'm gonna make a loss on them. So I'm nervous to ever sell like any charms or pins or stuff again at the moment, because there's just not that much activity happening on my Etsy shop. But I would like to, because I've had some ideas for some new charms that I want to make. I haven't made any charms, any keychains in a long time. But I had an idea of one. So if you guys do want to like keep up to date with that, with any new stuff that goes on Etsy or any ideas that I'm playing around with. Because if there's some stuff for like pins and charms where I'm like, I want to make this, I want to sell it, but I don't know if enough people are interested, I will make a post on social media and say like, hey, would any of you guys buy this? So I can, and please only comment if you actually seriously would buy it, so I can gather how much interest there is. But I won't be posting those on my The Vampire Prince social media. I'll be posting them on Empty Masks, which is my like safe for work art accounts, which you can find through my card if you're interested. I'm currently working on new chibi stickers. They're about halfway. I've done the line art for almost all of them, and then I gotta colour them in. But those of you who have seen, I could always get up pictures. The like chibi stickers and pins that I do. Let's see. There's quite a few. I know I started the Arcana ones. It's not the Arcana ones that are getting finished. I'm sorry. I do want to finish them, but I'm trying to instead get something done for like a fandom that might sell a bit better, basically. So those of you who haven't seen my well, this is all out. Is this out of order? This is out of order. Fucking goddamn Etsy lets you like customize. Oh no. Your Etsy shop, right. And then it doesn't... Okay, well... That's not how I left it. Anyway, so for example, if I pull up the arcane ones. So, like, this is the style of my little chibi stickers. Those I haven't seen before. And then I also put them on badges, which are like fully customizable, so people can pick whether they want just like a plain color background, like what's behind Caitlyn, or you can have like 1 to 3 different pride flags behind them. Most people buy the pride flag ones and like pick their favorite character and put the pride flag behind them. And I already have those for like a bunch of different fandoms, and I still have my pins. I really want to make like flower pins, like, you know, I have these Moon Knight and Arcane ones. I really want to do this for Dream and Hob from the Sandman, but I don't know if anyone would buy it. There's such a lack of Sandman fan merch, and I don't understand why. Because the fandom's there, and like, there's a lot of people making fan art. But I just have, there's not, like, nothing on Etsy, like, really of the show with like a couple comic book based things, and I'm like, huh? Anyway, I want to make Dream and Hob ones of these, but I don't know if anyone would buy them. But, I need to fix this, because that's not what it should look like. But, so what I'm working on at the moment are, some Resident Evil stickers. Since Resident Evil 4 Remake just came out, but it's not just for the Resident Evil 4 Remake, it's Resident Evil in general, so it's gonna have, like, Leon and Ashley, yes, but and Luis, but also like Claire and Jill and Carlos and Chris and Mr. X and Lady D and Heisenberg as well. Just because Resident Evil 4 Remake came out recently, I was like, maybe it's popular. I've seen a lot of people shipping Leon and Luis, and I'm very on board. I'm very on board. Well, thank you guys so much for stream. These babies will get put in the oven, and next time you see them, they will be nice and sturdy and hard, and they can get painted. So down the head, Lady D. Having a look at who else is online. There's quite a few, so who do I pick? Who's been going for the lowest amount of time, I think, because I don't want to raid someone who might finish. Thank you for the head pats. I don't know if they showed up. I would like, I think... Ooh. I was thinking about raiding Maui, but then I realized she's playing Omori. I do love Omori, it's just very heavy. And I don't feel like raiding into that without you guys knowing what the game's about and trigger warnings. And I don't really want to talk about the trigger warnings for that game. So maybe we won't raid into Omori. Let's go look at. They made a sequel to Passepartout. You know what? Let's go raid Lily. Let's go do that. I want to put my phone down somewhere. Shit. Okay, let's go to my lab. So if you guys would like to come along on the raid with me, that would be very much appreciated. It's totally okay if you can't stick around and stay in the other streamer's stream, but at least coming along and pasting the raid message really helps both me and whoever I'm reading out. So... let me put the raid messages in chat. If you are not subscribed, you can use the first raid message, and if you are subscribed, you can use the second raid message. If you try and use the second one and you're not subscribed, the emotes won't show up. We're gonna go raid Lily on the pad. Who's currently playing Passepartout? If you don't know what Passepartout is, it's this silly little art game where you are like a little French guy who's like doing paintings on the street and trying to sell them. Not painting on the street, like he's got like an easel and a little canvas and you're doing little paintings and they look very silly. But I guess there's a sequel, which I didn't know. So we're gonna go raid Lily. I might stick around in Lily's stream for a bit because I do have the time. It's not dinner for another hour, but I do need to get up and wash my hands because I have icky clay residue all over my fingers and I can feel it and I hate it and I need to get it off my hands. So, that will need to be done. I really want to wash my hands so bad. So, thank you guys so much for stream. I will see you same time tomorrow for Magma Day. Those of you who don't know what that is, every Saturday I stream drawing in Magma, which is a website where you can draw with other people that you share the invite code with. So every Saturday I draw with members of my Discord and members of my Twitch chat. And we just all like doodle together. There's no theme or anything. Anyone can draw whatever they want. As long as it's not 18+ art. So I will see you guys tomorrow for Magma. Thank you so much for stream. When you see these guys next, they will be painted. Mwah.